Yes, absolutely yes, without a doubt. Now, as to why you should play Hollow Knight, well, let's get into it. Hollow Knight is my favorite game of all time. Like, number one. This little indie game has so many things going for it that I don't even know where to start. But if there's one thing that I really love about this game, is the world building. It's not in your face, and if you don't go looking for it, you can miss it and not experience a big part of the story. But the history of Hallownest and its people is actually pretty complex. Hidden behind a very cute hand-drawn art style, there's actually a pretty dark story. Like, we're talking child genocide, having a kid with someone for something in exchange, a king with questionable decisions, cannibalism, among many other things. I'm a very big fan of games that reward your curiosity, and Hollow Knight is definitely one of those games, and one that does it pretty well. Across the whole map of the game, there are dozens of secrets, characters, charms, and other types of collectibles that you can find. And if you play the game, never diverting from the main thing that you have to do, it's most likely that those secrets will never be found. There are many interesting bugs you'll find across Hallownest. The knight, whose origin is a mystery and no one really knows where he came from. Hornet, who has a long history in the world, and who we will get to know more about in the upcoming game. The leaders of the kingdom, and many others. Along with the secrets you find, coming across the characters is also a breath of fresh air when you are adventuring through the map. The main criticism that's been thrown at Hollow Knight has always been the difficulty. People saying it's too hard and ultimately putting them off the game because of that. Now, I'm not gonna say the game is not hard. It is, but I don't see that as a bad thing. In fact, if the game was easier, I feel like I wouldn't have the same experience I had. Dying many times and trying over and over is something that rewards the player when they finally beat that boss they couldn't get past through. Learning the patterns, using the best charms, and getting better at the mechanics are all part of what makes playing Hollow Knight fun. So I don't think the difficulty is something that should put you off the game. If you ever considered playing Hollow Knight, a pretty wholesome community is gonna be there to back you up and welcome you into the Team Cherry cult. That's another great aspect of the game. With the upcoming Hollow Knight Silksong, if you haven't played the game, this might be the perfect time to pick it up and be just about ready to play Silksong when it comes out in a few months.